If you clicked on this video, you're probably asking the same question everyone in the industry is whispering right now as we head into 2026. Is OFM finally dead? Looking back 3 or 4 years ago, you could stumble into OFM and accidentally begin making 5 figures a month. But if you're trying to break into the industry today, or even if you've been inside for a while, you're probably seeing your margins are shrinking, and you have a right to know why. The reason is because the landscape has completely shifted. Strategies that used to work in 2023 are actively losing people money today. Some people claim Reddit is the way to go, others claim organic, and it seems to be an ongoing battle of which is the correct way. And in this video, we're going to look at the cold hard numbers of where OnlyFans is at right now. We'll talk about why it's becoming a nightmare for new agencies, but more importantly, I'm going to show you the pivot, the new decentralized alternative that is quickly taking over because it solves every single headache OF is currently giving you. And at the end, we'll assess if getting into the business is worth it in 2026. Let's get into it. First off, let's take a look at the beast itself. If you look at the top line numbers, it doesn't look dead. They're still processing enormous amounts of cash yearly, estimated well over 6 billion in annual recurring revenue across the platform. But here's the catch that nobody talks about. 95% of that revenue is going to the top 0.1% of creators. For a new agency or a new model starting off in 2026, the reality is bleak. First major issue is congestion. The platform is completely oversaturated. People who perform are paying for ads on the platform, and most of the successful people are already established, well-known influencers. This competition for subs has led to people lowering their prices to $5.99, which is cheaper than a Big Mac, meaning that you won't be making any money at all. But honestly, the competition isn't even the biggest problem. The biggest problem is the platform itself. OF has become incredibly hostile to managers. First, you have the restrictions. They're constantly rolling out new geo restrictions, randomly blocking entire countries from accessing content, processing payments, or even selling anything. Furthermore, you can't actually DM what you want. You're restricted in your wording. OF system blocks you from even mentioning a meetup. You're constantly walking on eggshells, terrified that one wrong keyword will trigger the AI police. And then there is the absolute nightmare of KYC. Getting a new model in 2026 is practically a full-time job. Sending off cold DMs won't get you anywhere because these people are DM'd about 20 times a day. So getting a model won't be easy for you. Most of the good models already have an agency, and those who don't are not interested in having one. But here's the ultimate deal breaker for anyone wanting to start an agency today: the instability of account ownership. You spend months building up a model's profile, investing your time and money into marketing. Then one morning you wake up and the account is banned randomly, or even worse, because of how the TOS is set up, the model can decide that she doesn't need you anymore, change the passwords, kick you out, all by sending in a picture of their passport, and that way they can steal the entire business you've built and also keep all the funds within the account. If you're trying to start OFM in 2026 on a traditional platform, you are fighting a constant uphill battle, and it's a bad idea. So if traditional OF is a dead end for new players, what do? Do you just give up on the entire adult creator economy? Absolutely not. Demand has never been higher than it is today. You just need to change the vehicle. OF is a dying concept. Fan sites are a part of the past. They've looked the same since 2010, and they're not going to change anytime soon. What no OFM guru is telling you right now is what they are actually doing themselves. Everyone is quickly moving away from centralized platforms like OF. They're moving to Web3 solutions, the most popular one being KVIQVIEW. These alternative fan sites are basically a decentralized Web3 answer to OF, which solves every single pain point we just discussed, and that is the only way to get started in the industry in 2026. The advantages with a decentralized network are endless, but basically there's no central authority breathing down your neck. There's no excessive KYC for people running accounts. You don't have to worry about what you're typing. It's completely decentralized, meaning that nobody will ban you whatever you type. And number two, which is why I actually switched, is the payments. The payments are a complete game changer. OF works with traditional payment providers, which means you wait 30 days before you can get paid out to your bank account. And on OF, you're dealing with chargebacks, relying on traditional banks that hate the industry, while decentralized alternatives use crypto. The money goes straight into your wallet instantly, no middlemen holding your cash hostage. And this way you can also get around the geo block, which is one of my issues. But the biggest advantage I found is that you make so much more money from a decentralized system. Just think about it from a customer perspective. It's a far shorter funnel to get a customer to go onto Telegram and start chatting there than to have them go to OF, create an account, add their card details, and continue there. Furthermore, you can actually link your Telegram accounts through Instagram, which you can't with OF. You need to use a link tree. If Instagram wants to, they can ban you for doing that as well. Another advantage I found is that when you post on Telegram, a customer gets a push notification instantly to their phone, which means that you can reactivate dead leads instantly. So the lifetime value of every customer is significantly higher because you have direct access to them. So let's recap where we are in 2026. Is traditional OFM dead for new agencies? Yes. Between the saturation and the impossible KYC, the risk of losing your account, the barrier to entry, the fact that you can't advertise it anywhere due to OF being flagged everywhere, trying to start OFM in 2026 is a colossal waste of your time. But the industry is not dead, nowhere close, it's just evolved. Now if you want to get started with OFM in 2026, click this video right here, and I'm going to show you how to get your first model instantly, which is far easier through KVIQVIEW, which I've done myself, and get started earning money fast, because OF is completely dead.